How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and this is a Webhead movie review where I review all of the latest movies in today's world. Today, I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review for the movie The Dark Tower. So if you want to hear my thoughts on this movie and whether you guys should spend your hard-earned money on it, make sure you guys stay tuned. As always, Webheads, for everybody that's new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe to Webhead for more movie reviews. I have plenty of movie reviews coming out on my channel, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you guys comment below. Did you guys see The Dark Tower, and what did you guys think of the movie? Let me know down in the comments below. I really want to hear your opinions on this. Alrighty, Webheads. So, of course, as always, this is a non-spoiler review for the movie The Dark Tower, and I'm going to give you guys all my thoughts on this movie. Basically, throughout this movie review, I'm just going to be going through my positives, my negatives, and my overall thoughts on whether you guys should spend your hard-earned money on this movie or not. Maybe see it on Blu-ray, something like that. But without further ado, let's get into this non-spoiler review. And of course, as always, don't worry about spoilers. This is non-spoiler review once again. I just want to let everybody know that. So you do not have to see the movie to watch this review. I'm just going to basically go over none of the spoilers. Just kind of the basics of the movie that you would kind of get from the trailer. Now, first going off on my positives is the action in this movie. The action in this movie is actually pretty damn good, honestly. Like, I actually really enjoyed some of the scenes with Idris Elba's character, the gunslinger, and then Matthew McConaughey's character, the man in black. I really liked how those two fought in the movie. I thought it was really well done. Another positive to really go off of is that Idris Elba's character, I forget the kid's name. There's one main character that's the kid in the movie, and then Matthew McConaughey. I thought all three of those actors actually did a really good job with their characters, especially Matthew McConaughey. I thought he was probably the standout in the movie. Like, a lot of people that I've heard didn't really like Matthew McConaughey in this role as a villainous character. I personally really liked him as a villain. I thought he was a really good villain. I can really see him as a bad guy. In this, I believed it. That's the thing that really gets me with this movie, is that I do believe that Matthew McConaughey is the man in black. He's the evil guy trying to bring down the Dark Tower, and that's basically the whole thing of the movie, of course, but you would have known that even if you just saw the trailer. The kid in this movie actually was pretty good too. I forget his name right off the top of my head, but he was very good in the movie. I thought he was actually going to be one of the weakest parts of the movie, but he wasn't. He actually turned out to be pretty damn good. And then Idris Elba, of course, as always, Idris Elba is always good in movies. He's such a brilliant actor, and I thought he really brought it to the gunslinger. I forget his name right off the top of my head, but I know he was the gunslinger, and he was very good in his role as well. Another positive that I had for the movie is just kind of the overall story. I actually enjoyed the overall story. Was it amazing? Did it blow my mind? No, it didn't really blow my mind. I didn't think it was like that amazing. I thought it was an okay story, and that's kind of what you're going to get through this movie review, that I thought it was an okay movie. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was the most amazing movie. You gotta rush out to see it. But I'll tell you right now, like, the action was pretty good, the acting was very good, and then this overall story was okay. It was okay. It was definitely passable. Now, the first negative that I really have for this movie is that it seems as though this is just kind of like one of those movies that's kind of a franchise starter. This is just something where they're trying to get a franchise off of it. I mean, the ending, you can definitely tell they're like, oh, well, maybe we're going to see more adventures in this world, and that's really all you're going to get from it. And that's what this movie is, just a setup for all of those other movies. That's kind of how I thought of it. I didn't really think that this movie was like standalone by itself. That's it. No, I felt as though in the franchise world that we live in, they're trying to get a franchise off of this. And I felt as though that was kind of cheap for them to do, especially when they haven't even had one movie come out yet for this franchise. And checking out the Rotten Tomatoes scores, a lot of people are probably going to look at that and be like, I don't want to go see this movie. But, you know, there are actually a lot of people that showed up for the showing that I was in, and I went on a Friday night. So I'm thinking that this movie will do okay. And personally, I just personally did not like the part where it looked like they're setting up a whole franchise. Another big negative for me is that we are introduced into this world. There's a whole new world other than Earth, and there are all these other worlds connecting together with the Dark Tower, and the darkness is like trying to get in, but of course, the Dark Tower is what keeps them out. But the only thing is, that's all I learned about the whole world. There wasn't really a lot of world building in this. You didn't really understand what everybody else was. I didn't even understand what world they were on. Is the Dark Tower on another world? Is the Dark Tower on the world that they were like on? Is it on Earth? I personally don't know. I can't answer any of those questions after that. I felt as though They didn't really explain themselves throughout the entire movie all that well, and that kind of bothered me a little bit, because if you're going to introduce this entire franchise, this entire world, at least explain what the hell like this entire world is and what's going on. They just kind of give you the basics of what was happening, but I wanted a little bit more from them, like what planet they were on. Are they on a planet? Is it just like another realm? Is it like Thor or something like that? How does it work? I never really got that, and I thought that was probably the weakest part of the movie. Now I was getting into my overall thoughts. Overall, I thought this movie was okay, and that's really what you're going to get from it. I thought the acting was very good, and the action was very good, but nothing really blew my mind. It was very good at some points, but then, you know, their overall story, and there's some negatives in there. I think this movie is just okay. And do I believe that this movie deserves a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes? Hell no, I don't. I don't think that it deserves a 20% at all. If I had to give my score, which I'm going to give right now, basically 1 out of 10, I would give this movie a 6 out of 10. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was anything special. I thought it was an okay movie that, you know, you can go see if you really want to. If you're a fan of the book, you might like it. I never read the book personally, so I didn't really have that connection. This is all being introduced to me like right now, so I didn't really have anything special. I didn't have a special connection with the franchise already. I'm just looking at it from somebody that knows nothing about the books, nothing about like the comic book prequels and all that. This is just somebody that went to the movie and just watched it. If you're a fan of it, I feel as though you'll get a lot of it, but then I think you'll be a little disappointed, because I heard a lot of people love the book but didn't like the movie. That's probably something that you're going to be a little disappointed with. But if you have known nothing about this, honestly, I think you're going to have fun with the movie. I think you're going to be like, oh, it's okay. So would I really recommend everybody go see this movie? No, I wouldn't. I would say wait for it to come out on demand, or wait for it to come out on like HBO, DVD, whatever, Blu-ray, whatever you're into. I think you should wait for it to come out on there. Don't waste your money on this movie. There's plenty of other movies like Detroit that came out that you should definitely see instead of The Dark Tower. Definitely a better movie, and I think there's just other movies out there are more well made than The Dark Tower. So that will do it for my movie review, guys. Make sure you guys comment below and let me know, what did you guys think of The Dark Tower? Did you guys like it, not like it? Let me know down in the comments below, especially those who have read the books and are fans of the franchise previously. I really want to hear your opinions on it. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button if you guys like this video. Share this to all your friends. And of course, make sure you guys join the Webhead community. Subscribe. We want to get 10,000 subscribers. That is the goal of the channel. My goal, the channel's goal, and Webhead community's goal. So guys, make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not done so already. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye. As always, Webheads, if you guys like this movie review and you guys want more movie reviews, make sure you guys subscribe right over here to Webhead. I have plenty more coming out on my channel. Also, turn on the notification right beside the subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys check out my social media links in the bottom description. 2 videos below me. I think you guys would really, really enjoy. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.